Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Maku.
Hello guys, it's Kobayashi.
So today we're just going to talk about the Prem Week 4 of football. We'll go ahead and start it off.
Yeah, starting off, we have the Man City game. Man City versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah, quite interesting game. My favorite player, Haaland, popped off. You want to explain how that go?
So the starting lineup for Man City, they started with Ederson at net, right back Kyle Walker, left back João Cancelo, the two center backs they got John Stones and Ruben Diaz, and then for the midfield trio, they had De Bruyne, Rodri, and Bernardo Silva. All right, for the right wing they had Mahrez, left they had Phil Foden, and up top they had Erling Haaland.
Right. So start it off. It's not Bournemouth.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Yeah, they started off sort of like they were winning the game. It was a shithousery goal. You want to explain how that went?
Yeah. So the first goal was a set piece. It was a free kick. Eze scored. No, not scored. He crossed the ball in, and then it deflected off John Stones for an own goal. Yeah. And then for the second goal, it was another set piece by Eze. This time was a corner kick. He crossed it in, and then the defender from Crystal Palace scored a header. And yeah, they were 2-0. And from 2-0 from there, they were just parking the bus. Crystal Palace was.
Yeah, they weren't trying to go out. They're sort of just standing back, hoping just to squeeze out a win there. But that ended up backfiring when towards halftime, wasn't it?
So the second half, the first half it was 2-0, but once second half started, Man City, they just went out guns blazing. So first was Bernardo Silva. He had space, so he dribbled past defenders and then scored from the outside the 18 with his left foot. And then the second goal, Phil Foden actually passed it to Haaland this time. And Phil Foden crossed it. Haaland scored his first header, I believe.
Yeah, so it's actually his first header of his career. Funnily enough, he is like 6'5"?
Yeah, he's quite tall, yes.
He's quite tall in his large frame, and this is his first ever career header.
Yeah. And then the third goal to take the lead, Haaland again scored. And this was just a tap-in. It was crossed in from a corner by De Bruyne. It was just like bouncing back and forth. John Stones he meant to shoot it, but it just ended up to Haaland's feet, and Haaland just scored a tap-in.
No, there you go. That's a really good poacher for you, really good positioning.
Yep.
And we go move on to his... I believe it wasn't him who scored afterwards, was it?
No, he scored.
Oh, it was 3 consecutive. You're right.
3 consecutive. So then Haaland scored again to make it 4-2, and then he was celebrating. He was just running down the field, and then he touched the camera and just moved it like a FIFA celebration type thing. And yeah, the whole crowd was hyped. They were playing at home too, so it was a good atmosphere.
Good atmosphere, and then another interesting game. Well, it wasn't interesting because towards halftime, it was pretty much dead at that point. It was the Bournemouth versus Liverpool game.
Bournemouth versus Liverpool game, yes. It was a statement win from Liverpool.
Yeah, they said, fuck that. We might as well show you. We actually got pieces. So I'll start off by saying this. Trent, a masterclass performance.
Yeah.
We'll start out by saying that. First off, it was...
how did Liverpool lined up?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start off with Liverpool lineup. It was, as usual, Alisson in goal, Trent right back, Alisson. We got Van Dijk and Joe Guizzi and Robertson on the left wing. I mean left back, my bad.
Yes.
Then we got the midfield. We got Harvey Elliott. We got Fabinho and Jordan Henderson as a captain. We got Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz at the other wing, and we got Bobby Firmino playing striker. Yes. So we'll start off by pointing this out. Luis Diaz is just a heading master, isn't he? Yeah. Scored the first...
Shortest man on the pitch.
Yeah.
Scored twice with headers.
And, well, it was a pretty good... What was it? I believe it was a cross. And it ended up popping straight up on his head. Really good header, really good technique for Luis Diaz. We move on. It was a Harvey Elliott goal, which, by the way, was a pretty good goal. It was a Bobby Firmino. He laid it off for Harvey Elliott and just drilled it back net. And it was sort of a... They were building towards the back, and there was a misplacement, or it was a mispossession, and Trent got to the ball, dribbled past a few, and ended
up scoring. He dribbled past. He played a 1-2 with somebody else, got the ball back, and then he started dribbling, and then he just shot a rocket.
Yeah, pretty much a rocket. You guys need to see that goal. It was just a bad position for the keeper, but really good.
It's a good shot, but yeah, the keeper should have done better.
And we'll move on to the next goal. It was a unlucky bounce for Bobby from for what was it, Bournemouth, but Firmino got to it and pretty much just scored.
Yeah, the deflection was just like quite crazy. The ball went up like 20 meters in the sky, and then Bobby just slots it in.
Slots it in, and we got a Virgil header. Does a signature celebration with the little hands out, tongue out, and then we get once again Trent puts in a cross, but it was no one from Liverpool got to it. It was just an own goal from Memhem, and that's pretty much what happened with that cross. Yeah. It was nothing really he can do to that. And for the next goal, it was sort of a mix-up, but eventually Bobby Firmino got to it, and he's just scored another header, or not a header, but he just scored sort of a tap-in, I believe.
Yeah.
And after that, Carvalho didn't realize he actually went there. I didn't know Carvalho went there.
Oh no, he went there, yeah.
But
he came off the bench for all 4 of the matches.
Yeah.
But this time he came on earlier because they were already winning 4 or 5-0 at halftime.
Wanted to get some playing time.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it was they subbed out Robertson at that point as well.
Yeah, Trent played an amazing ball to the left back from Greece. I think he just tapped it back to
really good assist, and then for a Carvalho volley, it was a really good shot. And then to top things off, the way it started, the way it ends. So we got Luis Diaz scoring another header.
Another header, yes. And like I said, the shortest man on the pitch scores 2
another
headers.
aerial win.
2 aerials, both good headers too.
Yeah, really good headers.
Good placement.
And that's pretty much it. But for the Liverpool-Bournemouth game, nothing really too exciting. It's just a dominant performance from Liverpool. Nothing much you can say there.
Yeah, and then also another comeback as well, like Man City, was the Arsenal versus Fulham match. So Fulham scored the first goal off Gabriel's mistake, and then Mitrovic just scored. He just clinical scores it in. And then to tie it up, Odegaard scored, and it was a nice finish from Odegaard. And then the 86th minute, Gabriel makes amends from his mistake and scores.
Yeah.
And the Arsenal is still undefeated, first in the league, 2-1. Yeah.
There's nothing much you can say. I believe there was, and then we got the Manchester United match. Who did we verse? I believe we versed not Crystal Palace. Who did we verse?
Southampton, I believe.
Southampton.
And then it was 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
I believe Jadon Sancho gave the assist to Bruno.
Yeah.
He just scored.
And it scored a what was it?
It was like a semi volley.
Yeah, it was a semi volley.
To the bottom left corner, and yeah.
There was nothing too much exciting in the match. Really, just good possession. To be quite honest, we thought that we were gonna lose. I don't know if you guys ever realized this, but every single time Manchester United versus a mediocre to low tier team, we always end up losing. But whenever we verse like a top 6 team, we end up playing out of our skins. So.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, it actually surprised me that we won.
The only thing that disappointed me that Casemiro came off the bench during the 80th minute too.
Yeah, but
same thing for Ronaldo. Came on the 80th minute.
Yeah, you came on the 87th minute.
Oh yeah, 87th. Yeah, he only had 3 minutes.
3 minutes of playing time. He just wanted to warm up the legs, didn't he?
Yeah. And then another match as well over the weekend was Chelsea versus Leicester City. Raheem Sterling finally scored. He scored 2 goals, but he scored his first goal with Chelsea, and then.
Yeah.
Leicester City were too late to come back.
Yeah. Feel bad for Leicester though, because I mean now I think they're at the bottom of the table.
Bottom of the table. They lost their captain / goalkeeper in Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah.
They're about to lose Wesley Fofana.
Yeah.
It's kind of in ruins. Jamie Vardy is old.
Yeah, Jamie
Vardy's nothing too promising there. Maybe the only promising player is James Maddison, I'll say.
Yeah, James Maddison.
Probably he wants to leave too.
Most likely. I mean, I don't think he wants to play for like a bottom tier team. So.
Yeah.
He might move.
And then moving on to La Liga.
Yeah, we'll move on to La Liga. You want to go ahead and start it off with Real Madrid?
Oh, no. Actually, I was planning for the Barcelona versus...
Yeah, for the Valladolid game. Yeah, so we got Barcelona versus, my favorite club in the Spanish league, which is Valladolid. I'll start off by saying this. We got spanked. But hey, what can you say? We just got promoted. We'll go ahead and start by saying the starting lineups for Barcelona. They started off with Araujo, Koundé, Eric Garcia. Funnily enough, they started Koundé this match because I believe they just
finally registered.
Yeah, they finally registered him. Golly. So they actually started Alex Balde this time around. They started Gavi, Busquets,
This is his second straight match he's been playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Quite young too. I believe he's like what, 17?
I don't know how young.
Yeah, I
but he
believe
is quite young.
he's 17, 16, 17, around the same age as Gavi. Speaking about him, he also started him, Busquets, Pedri. We got Uzman, we got Robert Lewandowski, and Rafinha playing in the wings.
Talk about Robert Lewandowski. This line.
Essentially, there's like a few remarks. We'll get to it, right? So we'll start off with my lineup as well. We got Jordi Masip, Leandro Perez, Fernandez, Sanchez, Escudero, Aguado, Moncho. Moncho, he's a loanee coming in. And we got Perez, Sanchez, Guardiola, and Anwar, another loanee. Feels bad because he's actually our best player.
Who?
Yeah, essentially, our team is really bad. But hey, what can I say? It's just my home country, isn't it? So we'll start off by the goals, shouldn't we? Here.
I believe Lewandowski scored.
Yeah, Lewandowski scored towards the 24th minute. It was just miscommunication with our defense. Nothing much you can do there. Lewandowski just scored in, tap in. We move on to Pedri. Pedri was playing amazing this match as well. There's nothing much more you can say. An 18, 19-year-old playing out of his skin. What else will happen this match? Oh, okay. So Pedri, he also scored I will say like 20 minutes after, and it was nothing too crazy. It was just it was sort of like a how do I explain it? It was just another mix up. Like I said, our defense is just in shambles. We generally don't have any communication towards our back line, and we end up losing possession. Pedri just grabs the ball, scores in. And Lewandowski's second goal towards the 65th minute, really good goal, really good volleying technique. I forget who, I think it was Balde who slotted in a cross. And if you guys know the Bundesliga logo, that's essentially what the goal looked like. And then, funnily enough, Sergio Roberto got subbed in the match, and he also scored as well in 91st minute, sorry. And yeah, that's pretty much how our went.
Barcelona
We got 2 yellow cards.
That game, 4-0.
Nothing much you can say there. We just got promoted, so I mean, hey.
Sounds like excuses to me, but let's move on to the Madrid game.
Right.
So it was Madrid versus Espanyol, and Madrid's lineup, they had obviously Courtois in net. Right back, we started Lucas Vazquez. The two center backs was Uncle Tony and Eder Militao. Left back was David Alba, funnily enough. And then the three, which I think the middle three will always consist is. It was Toni Kroos, Modric, and then Tchouaméni as like a holding midfielder. And then the front three has always been this: Vini, Benzema, Valverde. And yeah, so for the first goal, it was a nice link-up play with Tchouaméni. He played a 1-2. I don't know who he played the 1-2 with, but he played a 1-2. And then he started dribbling and then played a nice ball to Vini, and then Vini just slots it past the keeper.
Really good left. Finish. Yeah, really bottom left. Really good finish. I think it was the link-up play was with Valverde as well.
I believe so too, yeah. And then,
slots in. Tchouaméni's been playing out of his skin. Past 2 games have been pretty good, yeah.
And then the next goal was Jose Lu from Espanyol.
Yeah.
Scored, it was a pretty, it was a good goal too. Courtois saved the first one, but then he couldn't stop the second one. And Jose Lu just slots it in. And then we made a few more substitutions. The first substitution was Luka Modric for Camavinga. And once Camavinga came in, he played quite great. He was pushing up the ball, great tempo.
Yeah.
Even though his passing needs a little bit of working on, but he brings that another pace to it.
He brings flair and very good dribbling and very good ball pushing up the field. I've been noticing that as well.
Yeah. So this year Real Madrid counterattacking wise, we look very good under Tchouaméni and Camavinga.
Yeah, very good.
And then towards the later stages of the game, the 88th minute, Rodrigo comes in for Valverde, and then he crosses the ball to Benzema. And Benzema, with a clinical finish, just taps it in with a volley. And yeah, and then for the last goal, it was the 96th minute. The Espanyol got a red card, and then they had the goalkeeper got a red card. So they had to put a defender as the goalkeeper.
Right.
Because they were out of substitutions at that point. So the defender was in net, and then Benzema just scores a free kick because he just took advantage of the defender as a goalkeeper. And it finished 3-1. Madrid's still in first place. I don't know what place Barcelona is, but I believe they're nearing
quite
Madrid.
in the top, yeah. I believe they're third. That's pretty much all the games. Oh, we can talk really quickly about the PSG versus Monaco game.
We can talk about the two Farmer League games.
Yeah,
So it was PSG and Bayern Munich. They both tied this match week.
Yeah.
They both it was 1-1.
Realistically, it should have been 2-1, right? Because Mbappe should have finished that, but
And PayPal, yes, yeah.
Yeah, he should have finished that. Messi scored. Messi
in this highlight, yeah. So Messi, he shot like a rocket, hit off the post, and then PayPal had to tap in, but he hit the post again, and yeah, they could have won.
Could have easily won, but I guess not. Even though they did beat another top team, like what was it, 7-1 or something?
7-1 against Lille last week.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
But they tied against Monaco, and looks like there's some type of competition in Ligue 1.
Yeah, I guess so.
And to speak for the Bayern, they tied, and looks like there's some type of competition too. Maybe Dortmund can.
Maybe we can capitalize, I guess. But as I say that, I do believe we played as well, and I do believe we won this match. It wasn't a hard team in particular. I think it was Freiburg.
Yeah, and then I believe Modeste. I don't know how to say.
Modeste, he did score. Yeah, it was just a 1-0 win. Pretty good finish from Modeste. Hopefully we're looking forward because he is pretty young. I do believe he's 25 years old. So hopefully
25 young. I don't know. 25 is young.
Yeah, it's quite young.
I'll say heading towards his prime. I'll say, but yeah, the Frenchman did score and scored his first goal for Dortmund, I believe.
Mm-hmm. In any case, this is gonna wrap this up. I do believe, unless you want to have another input.
No,
That'll be all. Okay. So, all right, guys, this is gonna be our third video. My name is Maku.
Kobayashi.
And thank you.